My boyfriend's girl best friend accused me of lying about being SA'd. Now she can't believe that my boyfriend is choosing me over her. I have been dating my boyfriend for 5 years now. We've been living together in a small town, very, very close to where he grew up with his friend. His friend Sarah has always been very vocal about how much she loves him, how she knows him so well, how she has even seen him naked as a kid, how she is like his sister. They only see each other about once a month. She has been to our house about 3 times. Something important about me. I was SA'd a few months before dating my new BF. This impacted me and has ruined certain aspects of my life. The guy who did it is a well-known person around the area, which means that from time to time I run into him. This brings me so much anxiety, so much pain, and the only way to feel better is venting about it. Sarah was at my house one time. I started bawling about it and decided to trust her. I told her everything. She knew the guy and acted so compassionate and kind in front of me. One day we were having some dinner as a group. It was my BF, Sarah, and other people I didn't know. Sarah asked my boyfriend what he was planning to do after uni. My boyfriend: I'm not sure yet. Me: why not a master's degree? Sarah: God, Sarah, stop pressuring him. He's worked hard all his life. Give him a break and let him decide what to do. She said it in such an aggressive tone. Mind you, I was just suggesting. I've never told my boyfriend he had to do something. He squeezed my hand, telling me it was all right and that he didn't think I was forcing him to do something. Then Sarah asked what his plans were for housing. I mentioned that my family has a house in the southern part of the country and that we plan to move there. I kid you not. These were her exact words. Sarah: hell no. He isn't moving to the south. He's staying here. And he better not go farther away. I was a bit annoyed. Why was it when I recommended doing a master's that I forced him to do something? Yet she prohibited him from moving. Yet I was the controlling one? Anyways, Sarah then started talking about her ex-boyfriends and said she didn't mind if any of her friends got along with her exes. I mentioned something to her like, I'd warn the girl first. I don't want anyone to suffer what I suffered. Sarah blew up. She was red in the face. These were her words. Sarah: how effing dare you throw yourself in the middle of a relationship? Are you that possessive that you can't let your ex be happy? You're not over your ex and I can tell. You cried about him the other day. You're hurting BF by not telling him the truth. She was accusing me of all these things. And then the cherry on top. Sarah: Rex hasn't been the same since you two are together. He's so quiet. He hasn't talked to me all day. You two keep showing affection in front of us all the f***ing time. I've seen him naked as a kid and know him so well. You're no good for him. She was annoyed at us holding hands and hugging each other in front of her. I started crying over her tone and her accusations. And then she said something that made me bawl even harder. Sarah: I'm so sure you lied about your essay. If it were true, you would have gone to the police. What did he do to you exactly? I blew up and told her in detail what he did to me in front of others. I was so embarrassed when I realized I had told a bunch of strangers something so personal. Sarah: you're such a effing manipulator. Remember when I met you, you were crying over your weight? Sarah kept throwing things that made no sense. She threw anything she could into my face. She has an ED and she threw my own self-esteem issues into my face. I wasn't expecting my BF to say anything. Not only is he incredibly bad at confrontation due to years of abuse from his family, he's terrified of her. She has been like a sister, yeah, but as that big sister who bullied him as well. Anyway, we're moving to the south in a few months. Update: my boyfriend cut her off without hesitation. My boyfriend was quiet during the confrontation because he was abused as a child, and the confrontation made him shut off. And Sarah was one of those who took advantage of his kind nature to force him to do things for her. I know from an outside perspective it seems like he's spineless and let me take all the abuse. He's aware of this and feels terrible. He, however, gathered enough strength to send her a pretty long message that night saying how what she did was unacceptable, how we were going to move, how she acted like a feminist yet shamed an SA victim, and basically made me confess what happened that night to a bunch of strangers. Final update: Sarah and her friend tried to contact me last night. She is blocked on our phones, so I received a message from her friend I didn't know existed. I guess she realized my BF was being serious about going NC and she realized she F up. The friend said I should talk to my BF and tell him to change his mind because she said in the heat that she was sorry and wanted us to talk about the situation on a girl's day. I, of course, blocked that number without even responding. People have mostly been on my side, and Sarah is going crazy over this fact. I guess she realized she showed her true colors and that she has no power over people. I guess she realized the only thing she could do was apologize. But I don't think she regrets it. Even if she did, she used my trauma as a weapon against me, and I will never forgive anyone who does that.